Hey guys, it's Jake back with another video. Today we are doing a Pyromancy only challenge. Um, the goal of this challenge is to only use the Pyromancy glove and the Pyromancy spells to deal damage and beat the game that way. So obviously we start off as a Pyromancer. I started with the Master Key just to help us get along throughout the game. So we are doing the usual start of the game stuff, run through the asylum, pick up the glove. I skipped over the shield, skipped over the axe. So there we go, we kill the asylum demon. And we make our way, pick up some stuff along the way to Firelink. We are now in Firelink. I am going to level up a little bit. Actually, nope, we are going to go pick up the usual new game stuff. All the souls scattered throughout the game, or throughout the starting area. Pick up the Lloyd's talismans. Pick up the souls in the graveyard. The souls scattered, just around the shrine itself. Which actually, I forgot to get the homeward bones. Now we are running back to get the homeward bones. I picked up the Lloyd's talismans instead, which I actually do not use at all during this playthrough. So there we go. And now we are going to run down to New Londo Ruins. Pick up some souls along the way. Make that jump there. We are going to run and get this Firekeeper soul. And we're going to warp back to Firelink. And now we are going to make our way down to Valley of the Drakes and get along with the rest of this playthrough. So there we are, New Londo Ruins, Valley of the Drakes, pick up some soul packets. We're going to run past this dragon and pick up the soul on his other hand. Just keep running. We're going to run past these other drakes here. They can be a pain if you get caught with their lightning spell. We're going to run up to Dark Root Basin and hit that bonfire. And now we are going to run back down to Valley of the Drakes and pick up the red Tearstone ring. This is what I was talking about. I've actually died several times here trying to get this ring. Normally I can do this no problem, but with this playthrough I had a little bit of trouble. So we got the ring, we're going to equip it. We got the Grass Crest shield from the basin itself. And now we are going to make our way up to Undead Parish. Just run past everything along the way. We equip the shield. We're going to rest and use all the souls. And level up a little bit. Again, we are doing a Pyromancy only, so we don't need to worry about any of the strength, the dex, the intelligence, the faith. We don't need to worry about any of that. So throughout this playthrough, the only thing I'm going to level up is the attunement, the vitality, and the endurance. So there we go. We make our way back to Firelink. We're going to use both of these Firekeeper souls that we've picked up so far. We rest at Firelink Shrine. And the playthrough can officially begin. Pick up that humanity because we'll need it later on in the playthrough. We're just going to run past everything here as we make our way to Undeadburg. The problem with a Pyromancy only damage wise is Pyromancy does not scale with intelligence or faith like it does in the other games. So we're just going to run past everything in the Undeadburg and make our way up to Taurus Demon. And also, the problem with Pyromancy only is you do have very limited castings early on. There is no way to actually get more spells until you beat Capra Demon and go down to the depths. So here I'm actually having to punch this Taurus Demon. I had to waste a fireball on a hollow down by the fire barrel, and I didn't feel like running back to the bonfire to, refill before I made my way up. So here we are actually punching the Taurus Demon. I was hoping to try to get him to jump off the ledge, but he wouldn't do it. So alright, now we pick up some souls there, get Hellcat Drake to spawn. We're just going to make our way past the Drake Bridge, go back down, activate the shortcut, level up a little more, and then now we are going to run past Hellcat Drake, wait for him to jump off and land so we can run past him. Okay, now we are actually at the Sunlight Altar, and we're going to make our way back to the parish this way so we could pick up the basement key. I could have just picked it up the other way, but here I'm actually now running back to Undeadburg to go to Lowerburg so I can get the Pyromancy teacher that I was talking about. So now we gotta make our way all the way through Lowerburg, and then I realized I forgot the residence key. Pyromancies actually scale with the bellowing dragon crest ring that Griggs sells. So now we run back up top. I'm gonna buy the residence key, and now I'm gonna go rescue Griggs, and then move on through Lowerburg. So now Griggs will meet us back at Firelink. So we're just going to run through everything. They don't really pose much of a threat if you know how to dodge and stuff through the areas. Alright, so we're making our way back to Firelink now. And we are going to rest. And here we are actually now making our way back to Capra Demon. If you could tell there, my souls are now 0. They was 800. I've actually died a few times to Capra Demon. I ran out of spells. That's what I was talking about with the Taurus Demon. You have very limited castings. So I had to go buy Alluring Skulls and a couple fire bombs to get me started. A couple Pyromancy only videos I've seen on YouTube, they can do it. But for some reason I just kept dying and wasn't getting the maximum output damage wise. So there we go, there's Capra Demon dead. We're going to make our way through the dogs. I tried throwing an Alluring Skull there to aggro them that way, but that didn't work, so I'll just run past them. I about died here, so save and quit out, and now we're going to make our way to the depths and rescue Laurentius. Laurentius nearly got me killed there, so save and quit and reload. Now Laurentius is going to meet us back at Firelink. So we're going to purchase some spells off him, attune them. And I actually upgraded my glove a little bit there. There's Griggs I was talking about. You can buy the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring spell off of him. I was just running around here trying to figure out what my next move was. We are going to run to the Asylum again. was trying to figure out a way to... Or no, my bad. We're running to kill the gargoyles. Now that we actually have some spells, we can actually deal damage with only the Pyromancy glove. Here we are in red Treestone range, so obviously our spells are going to do more damage. So there we go, there's gargoyles. We'll move on to Moonlight Butterfly. The problem with the butterfly is it stays airborne, so you have to dodge its projectiles until it lands, and then you can run up and get damage off that way. But you have to watch out for its projectiles. So there we go, there's Butterfly dead. Now we are making our way back to Firelink Shrine, and we're going to purchase the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. We're going to equip the ring and rest, and now we are making our way to the Asylum. While we're in the Asylum, we are going to actually kill Oscar. We're going to try to take out the Stray Demon. I end up having to come back later to take care of the Stray Demon though. Because I wasn't dealing enough damage and ran out of spells. So here we are, we're going to take out Oscar now and get the Crest Shield, which I don't end up using in this playthrough. And now we are going to run back up and get the Rusted Iron Ring to help us travel through the water. So now we're back at Firelink. I'm actually going to run down and take care of Pinwheel real quick so we can get more Estus flasks and pick up the Silver Serpent Ring to get more souls per kill. Because upgrading the glove actually takes a lot of souls in this game. So there we go. I'm going to summon Paladin Leroy because I'm not really sure why I summoned Paladin Leroy, but I seen his summon sign, so I summoned him to help with Pinwheel. Pinwheel's not really that much of a threat, but early on I thought he could have been, especially if you do a low DPS. And there we go, see, that was a quick Pinwheel. I could have done it without Paladin Leroy. So now we are going to run through the first portion of Tomb of the Giants and get the Silver Serpent Ring. Pick up some souls and humanity along the way. If you follow the wall there, when you get to that fog wall, and then turn left and you'll see the archer, you jump off that little ledge, and then the ring is on the right there. So there we got the ring. I'm popping all these souls so we can level up our glove. We get it all the way up to +8, I believe it was here. And now here we are back at the Asylum to take out the Stray Demon. And like I mentioned before, when it comes to low DPS, you end up using more spells than you actually deal the damage for. So the Asylum Demon fight literally took me about 30 minutes. And halfway through the fight here, I ran out of spells and I had to punch him with my fist over and over until he died. So yes, I did break the rules on this fight. When it comes to Pyromancy only, there is a couple spots that you do have to bend the rules a little bit, which you'll see later on. Some of the bosses are completely immune to fire when it comes to like the demons down in Demon Ruins. So for the stray demon, all you really do is just stay behind him and he can't hit you. The only move you really have to watch out for is his ground slam, when he flies up in the air and slams the ground. Because if you're too close to that, it will stagger you, it will do damage. So yeah, this fight alone is why this video is so long. This fight literally took me about 30 minutes, like I said, because I ran through all my spells halfway through. He had maybe 35% health left. And it's just me punching him with the glove over and over. Luckily, from this point forward, we don't have to worry about that. I'll have enough pyromancies to get me through the boss fight, no problem. After this fight. So there we go, Stray Demon's dead. We're back at Firelink. We are now running... we're going to Blacktown. But first we're going to stop here and kick Clawtrick off the ledge. Get his stuff. Nope, we are doing Darkroot Basin. We're going to take care of the Hydra. We're going to get the Gold Golem so we can activate the DLC later. This fight is also a pain because the more heads you take off, the less accurate he actually is when it comes to trying to hit you. And most of the time, your spells barely miss the head. So there we go, we got Hydra taken care of. Make sure I had the Rusted Iron equipped. We are going to run around the backside and up in this little cove to take care of the Gold Golem. And see, I actually died there to the Golem. I ran out of spells because I didn't go reset before taking care of him. So there we got Dusk, and we are going to run back and get her armor. Now we are back at Firelink, and we are going to go take care of Blacktown. And like I was talking about when it comes to the fire immunity, Quelaag is one of the bosses that is actually immune to fire. So for that, we are going to have to summon Maynard Mildred, who is resistant to fire, to actually take her out. So we'll make our way all the way down to Blacktown. We're going to rest. I actually died trying to fight Mildred before I rested at the bonfire. I forgot I was human. So there we go, we got Mildred. We're going to just run around Blacktown and pick up some souls along the way as we take her back to take her out. So what I was planning on doing was hoping to get her up there and just kick her off the ledge over and over, but she ended up getting stuck. She could still hit me, but I could barely hit her with some of my spells. So I ended up trapping her in the corner there, and I just took her out that way. Mildred is actually resistant to fire for a person who has no but a bag over her head. Like, she is so resistant to fire. Alright, so there we go. We got Mildred taken care of. We rested the bonfire. And we're actually going to make our way to Quaylak now. Let's stop here and talk to Quaylon. And just purchase some Great Combustion. And purchase Fire Whip. And just another copy of Combustion and Fireball. Not that we need it. Because we got Great Fireball. So there we go. We got Mildred, and Mildred is actually going to help us take out Quaylak. Usually her AI doesn't like to avoid the lava. She runs straight in the lava 90% of the time. As you can see there, she's actually stuck in the lava right now. But Mildred actually puts in the work and takes out Quaylak pretty easy. You just have to keep her focused on you. As you can see, I'm punching her with my fist, only doing 2 damage, while Mildred's actually taking out most of the health. And now we're going to make our way entering the second Bell of Awakening, and we are going to join the Daughters of Chaos Covenant. I was looking up to see if I needed to offer humanity for the Great Chaos Fireball. It's been a while since I joined that covenant. So there we got Ceaseless Discharge, run, pick up the clothes, and just make our way back to the Fog Gate for Ceaseless Skip, or for Ceaseless Cheese. He's actually immune to fire as well. And now we're back in Undead Parish, making our way to Sin's Fortress. We are running through Sin's Fortress. We attuned Great Fireball, Great Chaos Fireball, Great Combustion. So that's got our spells for now. Our main 3 spells for now. We're going to bust down that wall, and we're going to run past Logan and pick up the souls. And just make our way up through Sins. Like you normally would. I do believe my controller actually died on me there, so I had to go change controllers. So there we go, we are running through Sins. And we make our way all the way to the top. I'm going to get this bonfire just in case I mess this up. We're just running all the way to the top where the boss fight is. I try not to get hit by the archer or the giant throwing the fireballs. So there we go, there's Iron Golem. And I was hoping for the Golem Cheese where you just knock him off the ledge, but that didn't work. But he goes down super easy. Okay, now we are in Orlando. And we're going to activate this bonfire and level up some. And attune more spells. And now we are making our way down. We're going to take out this gargoyle for later. And make our way across to the rafters. And normally, if you stand on the ledge, or on the corner there, they will fall off the ledge themselves. We're going to make our way down and rest at the Dark Moon Tomb bonfire. And make our way back up. And we are going to do the other side of Anor Londo. Make our way across these rafters into the actual castle. So here we go. We're going to go take out ONS now. I always take out Ornstein first because he is quicker. You can usually dodge Smol really easy. And now we got Smo second here. And my footage actually got corrupt there. We killed Guinevere and actually went and killed Gwendolyn and took out her Covenant people. And now we are in the painted world of Ariamis. Nearly died because there are so many little hollows running around. But if you jump off that ledge there, you can actually, it's a shortcut. You don't have to run through the whole area to open that door. And where you're going to go human to actually kill King Jeremiah and get his armor set. So there we go. King Jeremiah has invaded us. And we're just going to kill him for his Xanthus set. And save and quit, so his armor will be in the boss fight. Now we're going to take out Priscilla. Priscilla goes down real easy with the Chaos Fireballs. Alright, and here's Sif boss fight. Sif, all you do for him is just stay under him. Or her. I've heard a lot of people say Sif is a girl. But you just want to stay under her and just, she won't hit you that way. Alright, so we took care of her. And now we are taking out the four kings. You want to equip heavy armor so you can just poise through stuff. And I tuned Fire Whip, but I thought it was Fire Surge. Fire Whip is a whip. You know, it goes back and forth, and Fire Surge is more of a flamethrower, like it's just a continuous stream of fire. That, in my opinion, is so much better than Fire Surge. Or Fire Whip. Alright, so there's four kings taken care of. We're gonna go take care of Nito now. For Nito, you just kind of want to use the same strategy as you do for four kings. That's what I always do. You just put on heavy armor so you can poise through all of his stuff, all of his attacks, and just stay up close and spam your spells. See, there's Fire Surge. It is a lot stronger than Fire Whip in my opinion. And surprisingly enough, the Demon Fire Sage is very weak to fire. It's just a copy and paste from the Stray Demon. And here we go. This is what I was talking about. As you can see, we have to adapt. You can't just run in here and use spells. Centipede Demon is completely immune to fire. So what you want to do is you want to stand in this corner over here to the left of the fog wall, and you want him to do his grapple attack like that, and his character like it clips with the wall, and he just phases. So now here we are at Bed of Chaos. I always take out that left orb first, so that way you can just run around, take out the right one. She nearly killed me there, because I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. So there we go. Here's the right orb, and save and quit, and we're going to go straight down the center, which is harder than it looks to do. And you just want to keep rolling through everything. The Bed of Chaos is also immune to fire, but she only takes one hit to kill her. Alright, and we got the last of the 4 lords here, and it is Seath the Skellis. Seath is also very weak to fire. See, I use Fire Surge there, and it just melts his health. Alright, so now it is DLC time. We got the Sanctuary Guardian. And I will show you at the end all of the spells I use. With Sanctuary Guardian, you just want to really bait his air attack there, where he pushes air forward. That gives you a good opening to attack him. And you want to watch out for his tail, because one hit usually does poison you, unless you got really high poison resistance. Alright, and not Artorias. With Artorias, you want to keep in mind that he is very fast. He hits hard. So you want to kind of keep your distance from him, because he has fast attacks. But like pretty much all bosses, when it comes to Pyromancy, they go down really easy. And here we got Manus. I actually died to Manus a few times, more than I'd like to admit. But with Manus, like, again, you just want to watch for his attack patterns and attack when you see it opening. And watch out for his combo and his magic. His magic will destroy you if you're not careful. Like you'll see here in a minute, it almost kills me instantly. All his attacks are pretty easy to avoid if you know what you're looking for. His combo, though, if you get stuck in his combo 99% of the time, it will kill you. Unless you have a really large health pool, a lot larger than mine. Okay, and there's Manus, and now we are going to go down and take out Calamite. Calamite is actually more resistant to fire because he is a dragon. Unlike Seath. Seath is really weak to fire. But with Calamite, you also have to watch out, because all the DLC bosses in this DLC are hyper aggressive. And they can kill you very easy if you're not paying attention. And just one thing to note before, or while this fight is still going on, I was actually doing an all bosses playthrough of this game, but somehow my footage actually got corrupt whenever I killed Gwendolyn and the Gaping Dragon. I'm actually wearing Gwendolyn's armor, so therefore, I mean, I did kill her, because I play offline. I can't trade with anybody. So yes, I did kill Gwendolyn, and I killed Gaping Dragon, but the footage is corrupt. Okay, and there is Calamite. And last but not least, we have Gwen, the Lord of Cinder. Gwen can be a pain to deal with if you get stuck in a combo loop, but I hate to admit it, but yes, I use the parry strat when facing Gwen. You just parry him and then use the Great Combustion, and it melts his health bar. A lot of people use Black Flame, but I did not pick that up. I completely forgot about it. And there is Gwen taken care of. Okay, so that is our Dark Souls 1 Pyromancy only. We have a fully ascended Pyromancy Flame, Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. I picked up Red Tearstone Ring. And the spells I used was Great Combustion, Great Fireball, Great Chaos Fireball, Fire Surge, and Fire Whip. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like down below, subscribe, and post a comment on what you want me to do next. Until next time, later guys.